Sunday Sweat of Knowledge of Wisdomania. Once again, after a short haul of almost 2 weeks, we are once again into the platform of knowledge, wisdom. So, viewers, those who are watching us today online and offline, offline is Ronak Singh is today, the Wisdomanic, who could not participate for last 2 weeks because of his exam. We will discuss this issue because Wisdomania is a platform for earning knowledge. No, Wisdomania is a platform for earning wisdom. So, wisdom is nothing but the applications of knowledge. If we can't apply our knowledge into our practical life, wherever knowledge we gather from newspaper, from people, from society, from textbook, we need to practically apply here. In this direction, the Narendra Modi led central government has adopted a new educational policy. We will discuss in further in Wisdomania what is called NEP, New Educational Policy, National Educational Policy. That is a big stride forward towards taking education into the practical platform. Still now, what type of education we are in, it is called 1.0. We should be 2.0, where education will embrace you in every sphere of your life and activity. Now, what education we are following? It's 50 years back or 100 years back conventional education, which has no value. Means we are going to school, we are sitting in a class, we are listening the lecture, and we are sitting for exam to test ourselves and getting a good marks or bad mark, whatever marks, and we are developing our intuitions and developing a expectation within us that we can get a good job or we can be very successful in our respective domain. But ultimately, what's happened? We are finding a big lateral gap between what we expected and what we are facing. This is called employability gap. We thought getting a good marks will give us employment, but when we are going into the employment, we are unable to perform our responsibility, or our performance became very lean. One and only reason, we never know what kind of job we are into. That's why all the experts say, don't look for a job, look for the job profile. The job profile should match with your psychological profile rather than your academic profile. You want to be engineer, you must know what stream of engineering you are pursuing and how you can fit with that engineering skill with that stream. So, education that has taught us now the conventional mode. Everybody knows science is the best subject to get prosper in life. Let's take science. I don't know whether I have a real inclination towards science or not. I may excel in arts or commerce, but I am taking science because peer pressure, subjective norms, society pressure, parents pressure. That type of education is no way have any value now. It is waning off. So we are Wisdomania. It's an initiative from us to bring the education to the every seconds of our life, of the moments of our life. That's why once again I am asking all of you, those who are watching us online, please subscribe our channel and put a thumb and like our channel. Even you can dislike our channel also. But if you dislike or like, you should put your comments. We will take it forward after getting a proper and true feedback from all of you. We have different pedagogy in Wisdomania. We have a vision, mission, DNA, and our slogan. Our vision is to become a global leader for tomorrow. Our mission is to get knowledge and apply that knowledge in every seconds of our life, rub our shoulder with the difficulties. Because we believe difficulties is the boon, not the bane in our life. The more we face adversity, more we face difficulty, we will be more resolute in shaping our state of the mind. That's why we have kept a slogan. We have kept a slogan that thinking ahead of time. You can see our emblem, two sparks, two thunderbolt are sparking in one point. That's create innovation. So we always should think ahead of time. What common man, conformists are thinking, we should not think in there because we are champion. Because champion do think differently. Out of the box thinking, innovative, creative thinking to find a solution. So that's why we formed a DNA, which is we have heard from Swami Vivekananda that thunderbolt mind or mind should like a thunderbolt which creates sparking, that generate energy, that generate idea, that exhume the power. Muscle of iron, we should be physically very fit. That's why we developed a cricket academy called RCA, Ratneshwar Cricket Academy, one and only Ronak Singh, one of our wisdomary, who has taken every responsibility on his shoulder and built a state-of-the-art academy for cricket. And also we do physical exercise to put our body to become physically fit. Until Vivekananda told, until you are physically fit, you will not be mentally fit. You will not able to take pressure, anything, and that will not give you employability. And thunderbolt mind, muscle of iron, nerve of steel, very important part of human being life. We should not fail our nerve. At any situation and any difficulties, most distress situation in your life, you should be keep calm and cool. If your nervous system, you can train them, do a meditation, yoga. You can take the pressure and you can ease the pressure. People can't take the pressure and commit suicide. You know, we have seen recent days in the month of July, our beloved actor Sushant Singh Rajput has committed suicide. He had enough money, a huge talent, but he could not succumb to the pressure of the society or pressure of fame. Most of the film stars, they fall under the pressure of stardom. They are afraid that their stardom will go. Deepika Padukone is the best example. So we should train ourselves. That is the real education, which we used to get from our grandfather, grandmother in long back, where they were taught us how to take pressure through the different gospel, different story of our mythological story or other stories. They used to taught us the moral lesson. We have lost that lesson of morality. Wisdomania once again has come forward to bring it back, the basic, back to the pavilion. We will bring the basic traits and attributes to ourselves. And if we can do, then we go to our textbook and we study. We can concentrate. The power of education is concentration. What Swami Vivekananda told long back, Abdul Kalam told. Everything, anything is possible. Which subject you are reading or you are studying to get a good marks, marks will chase you. You should not chase marks. It's only possible when you get your concentration back. And concentration is nothing but a psychological affair, state of your mind. If you can do, you can conquer the world. Whatever, whenever you think you can achieve. In this mission, we are into that. I have given an introduction once again today, like other days. I will call upon Ronak Singh now, one of the wisdomanic who has been adopting our culture and within us for last, but he has had some mistakes, blunder he made it. He is trying to rectifying and trying to correct himself. We will discuss that later. Another wisdomanic, he is there also, Siddharth, but he is indisposed. He recently went to operation. So I will also call upon for 2 minutes today to give our valuable speech so that he will slowly join from the next week onwards. This is all about me. We will start our other proceeding in a due course of time. Welcome to the Ronak on the dais to say something about his experience and wisdomania and our pedagogy, and then we'll start our actual proceedings within 5 minutes. Please stay tuned with us. Subscribe our channel. Put a link. Put a like or dislike, and put a comment. Your continuous feedback is the path that we want to follow. Welcome to Ronak.
Good morning to all subscribers and viewers. Please like our channel and subscribe our channel. And today is our Sunday sweat for knowledge. So first, I introduce Wisdomania. Wisdomania is a channel of platform of changing your habits and bad habits to good habits, like newspaper reading habit, savings habit, and social work habits. And we have a slogan of thinking ahead of time. And our another year, thunderbolt mind, muscle of iron, nerve of steel. Thunderbolt mind means mentally fit, muscle of iron means physically fit, and nerve of steel means nerve of steel we physi- physically fit. You just give me your, you just give me mic. Give me the mic now. So today I have discussed about today we have discussed from the newspaper of last 1 week ago of current affairs in it published in Hindu newspaper. It's a like a magazine of current affairs and general knowledge, and it's very good for those who are reading newspaper. And I think it's very important for us in future. Okay, we have discussed about newspaper. Then, um, sir, you go. I said about newspaper. But this is not the way that you should introduce yourself.
Kind of popularize that channel. Okay, Ronak has told something, but he could not explain properly. This is the way I want to say to all of you. If you drop the session, continuity will lost. Here we are developing our skill and competency mode. So today, I will call upon Siddharth, another of our wisdomany, to come to the dais, and he cannot stand more than 2 minutes because he is having a back surgery recently last month. He will give his introduction and what he is doing now and how he has been with us for last 4 years, the day of inception. What he has learned from Wisdomania, how it has helped him to pursuing his study in the note, and then we will start today's program is read newspaper. We will review entire last week newspaper. Actually, we have a plan to do Saturday 4 days newspaper, Sunday 3 days newspaper. But last week, as because there was no session, so we will cover today. And also once again, viewers, I would like to announce one thing. The last 2 weeks we could not do. That means 4th session has been left out. So that 4th session will continually make up in this week or within 4 weeks. Is it okay? So that backlog we should make it up. Now I welcome Siddharth Mukherjee, who is an aspirant for NEET exam for medical. He recently has completed his class 12 exam with a 98, almost 98%, securing 8% marks in ICSE board, as well as he got 100 out of 100 in mathematics, 98 out of 100 in biology, also 88 out of 100 in physics, and so on and so forth. I'm just explaining to why I'm explaining to marks, because we don't believe in marks, but still we explain that his ability to understand the subject has grown up because of psychological attributes. He took arts after completing his class 10 exam in 2 years back. Suddenly he felt, no, I am fit for science. Once again, after 3 months, he changed his stream from arts to science. And as because he started late, after 3 months, he was very afraid of in the time. But Wisdomania has provided him the psychological support, the mentoring, and while doing that, he understood the value of that paper, and slowly he became adaptable with this culture, and he scored 98% marks in a convincing manner. He got 94% in class 10 and 98% in class 12 because one and only of the contribution of Wisdomania and the method that he adopted. Be a smart worker, that we always say. Hard work should be blended with smart work. So this all experience will be shared by Siddharth with you, all of you. Stay tuned with us. Welcome Siddharth on the dais to share his experience. So please give the Monday supplementary. Where is your paper? I want full paper from Monday to yesterday. So let me take it you. This is the Hindu newspaper supplement page of Monday. Please do one by one. Sort it out and give it to you. This is the Monday newspaper. This is very important newspaper. The date is 4th October. It has covered various aspects of current affairs. Now I will start one by one. These are all we know. COVID-19 outbreak and its aftermath. See, we have a unique way of learning. If we want to grow up ourselves and has to have a command over the English language. Remember, English is a foreign language. People are afraid of. But ironically, India is the most English-speaking populated country in the world. And surprisingly, in that time, way back when ICS called ICS, now UPSC, Subhash Chandra Bose, the great leader of India, stood fast in English in England. So we should take English as a language rather like we take Bengali, Hindi, Bhojpuri, Marathi. We are very India is a vast country with a diverse culture. All the language we should take it as a aspect of its ability to speak language. So while we are reading newspaper, what we do collect vocabulary. We will come to the session of vocabulary. Very important thing of English language is vocabulary. How many people, those who are watching us today in online, read newspaper daily, particularly English newspaper and in your vernacular newspaper? Can anybody please, I will request all of you, those who are watching us today, put your comment in chat or chat with us. If you don't understand, chat with us, ask us through live chat. Now, while reading newspaper in English, we collect vocabulary because strength of English, if you want to learn and speak and write in English, you want to have a proficiency and command over this language, you need to know vocabulary. Vocabulary is the key component of any language and also in English language. So, I will read out that thing. COVID-19 outbreak. There is two vocabularies, outbreak and aftermath. How the COVID-19 pandemic has wreaked unprecedented havoc on the entire world. See, with the one sentence, there are three vocabulary. Wreaked, unprecedented, and havoc. So you can easily collect. There are 75 to 80,000 words in English dictionary. If you attempt to understand, but if you attempt to learn, you can easily learn with a smart way. That's why in Wisdomania we always adopt a culture of working smart. Reading book, committing memory, vomiting exam will give you marks, but will not never give you job. If you want to be successful in job in your respective domain, or if you want to be successful in your business, to become an entrepreneur, successful entrepreneur tomorrow, you should know how to work smartly. So how the COVID-19 period, the Indian scene, the pandemic and the resultant lockdown have deeply impacted the country. India's economy sharpened by 23.9% in the April-June quarter, the biggest contraction since quarterly figure started being published in 1996. The previous quarter has seen 3.1% growth, loss of employment, drop in income level, disruption in demand and supply chain, displacement of migrant workers, uncertainty facing farmers and daily wage earners have aggravated the situation. The surge in coronavirus infecting in the absence of a vaccine marked the chance of economic recovery in the near future seems challenging. The number of COVID-19 cases in India crossed 5.9 million as on September 25th. Over 93,000 people lost their life in the country. Now the recent figure, 1,05,000 people have died, and 70 lakhs of people are affected in India. Out of 60 lakhs of people has recovered. So 9 lakh active cases are there. Today I was reading in the morning in newspaper, the second wave come very badly to the Europe. There are no bed, there are no nurse, there are no doctors in Europe. So these things we study in Wisdomania and do analysis. Now I will call upon Siddharth. He is with us. He will share his experience in Wisdomania and he will probably join from next week onwards to share his experience with us. So let's see over Siddharth.
Good morning, everyone. I have been
doing Wisdomania since its inception in 2016, and I have been part of this roller coaster journey since then. During my 4.5 year long journey, I have come across many events that have taught me many important lessons in life, like gathering knowledge, mastering the English language skills, as well as presenting yourself in the podium just as I am doing today in front of you, and to build up psychological strength to face any adversity in life. When I joined in Instrumania in class 9, I was more or less an amateur person, a very, uh, what should I say, the amateur and less knowledgeable person, and a very shaky one. But today, when I have passed my class 12 and is preparing for competitive exams, I have learned a lot of lessons that life is beyond school, classroom, marks, and just books. It is also about values, sincerity, and psychological strength. Wisdomania has taught me the value of reading newspapers, which not only opens our eye but also connects us to the entire world and removes our ignorance and makes us aware of our surroundings. It has taught me to increase my willpower and has also taught me that physical activity is also an important aspect of one's life. So that is why we regularly hold cricket matches and drills and strenuous exercise in our field to to highlight the concept of physical activity and physical strength. Also, what I have learned is probably the most important lesson apart from papers, English vocabulary, etc., is that savings habit. Now, till now, I have saved under the guidance of Wisdomania over 15,000 rupees alone in my bank account, and it has also taught me that your best friend should be your money, because in times of help, it is money that rescues you, and the least the money can do is beyond your expectation. So with this aim, I have started to save each day at least rupees 20 each day, and it has inculcated in me, and sorry, I have been inculcated the habit of saving rupees and to make a big corpus. uh, it is also a philosophy of Mahatma Gandhi that Mahatma Gandhi was a big saver, and he also emphasized that to make a big lump sum amount, you need to save each day by day, each day. And in this today's generation, when entire world is facing economic crisis, and before the coronavirus also, when there was a massive economic crisis in developing world, including India and war-stricken countries like Afghanistan and the Middle East, it has become imperative to save money, because you see the root cause of all the conflicts, whether be it in Afghanistan, whether be it in Afghanistan, Kashmir, or in Africa. The root cause of all the conflict is hunger, unemployment, and lack of resources. Now, after removing Article 370 in Kashmir, many experts believe that it will do more good to Kashmir because it will attract more investment, create jobs, and stimulus for people to work, and people income will rise. So it will automatically cease the conflict in Kashmir. And in Afghanistan also, where in Afghanistan where the Taliban has taken attack, if the economy booms, there will be no conflict. There will be peace and peace. That is why Muhammad ibn Yunus awarded the Nobel Prize in Peace, despite being an economist, because when he did his research in Bangladesh, he gives his research concluded with the fact that many women in rural areas got money in their hand through a banking program, which I am forgetting nowadays, which has created peace. So that is Grameen Bank. Yes, exactly, Grameen Bank. It has also created peace in the region. So money is directly correlated with peace, and Wisdomania has taught me the value of money. So these are the few things that I have learned from Wisdomania. Apart from that, we also, and finally, I conclude my speech with the fact that we have also served many stray dogs unconditionally without any external help, with very little external help in the form of medical assistance from doctors and some medical staff. We have ligated 5 street dogs and have helped heal the extreme injuries of several ones with our own money. In spite of listening, uh, in spite of being maligned by our neighbors and the society, and we have also planted several trees as part of our environmental activity. So I think you have got a clear idea of what I have learned from Wisdomania. It has helped me a lot, and I will be indebted to the organization for these values. So thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you, Siddharth, for giving a valuable speech about Wisdomania, about himself first. He will join with us from next week, from next session. He is having tremendous pressure, and he is uh, adapting, acclimatized with the pressure of studying in for NEET exam. Also, recently